Hey guys, I'm Jason with The Part-Time Farmer. If you're struggling to get a farm website up and going, or just feel overwhelmed by all the tech and everything that's required to get a farm website going, well, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up a free website in just 5 simple steps with no tech skills needed. And if you stay till the end, I've got a bonus that I think you'll find really helpful for growing your farm and taking what would take a couple hours and making it into a couple minutes. That's at the end, so stay tuned for that. Now first, we have to talk about why have a website. Having a website is like having a home for your farm on the internet. It's a place where people can find you, they can find out about you, your story, what you're offering, and you can even set it up where you can actually sell products through the website, sell services, and connect with your customers in a way that's become the norm for shopping these days. Whether you're selling meat, eggs, produce, services, having a website makes it easier for people to find you, and then telling your story, sending out emails and sharing what you're doing and why you're doing it builds trust with your customers and those that will hopefully purchase from you in the future. And the best part here today is I'm going to show you how to do it for free. Now, it's not a fully fleshed out website with a store and such, but it is a website and a place where you can send your customers online. They can see about you, see about your story, and then also sign up for your email list, which is the most important part of this, so that then you establish a communication line with your customers. Let's get started. Now first, you're going to see on the screen here, we're going to talk about ConvertKit. ConvertKit is basically an email provider. They provide emails, but they're not just an email sign-up service. They also offer landing pages, which is simply a web page that you design that you then have an address that you can send people to. This is essentially your website. Now, I'm not sponsored by ConvertKit. I do have a link below to sign up, and it is an affiliate link, but I really don't get any commissions because this is the best part. It's free. Under 1,000 subscribers, and it's free to sign up here, so it costs you nothing. It's free to create a email sign up to start collecting emails. It's free to create the landing page, which will essentially be your web page that you'll send people to. And you can't beat that. So I use ConvertKit, and I'm talking about ConvertKit today because I use it for the part-time farmer and I just love the product. And I thought that they have a lot of features and what they offer would be super beneficial to you if you're wanting to start a website or start collecting emails for your farm. So I'm going to walk you through real quick. This is their homepage. You'll see there's a get started for free. So we're going to click on that, create an account. You're going to put your name, you're going to put your email and a password. Once you do that, it's going to send you an email that wants you to confirm that you have signed up. And then they're going to ask you, are you just starting out or are you moving from another service that you already have email with? And we're going to go with, we're just starting out. Subscribers on YouTube, followers, Instagram. How many subscribers do we have? Well, if we're just starting out, obviously not many. So we're going to go with 1 to 1,000. And tell us about yourself. What is your business, newsletter, or brand name called? Here I would just put our farm name and tell us about yourself more. This is where they're telling you choose a custom domain. Okay, so essentially what a domain is they're giving you that little address up at the top that says www.longbottomfarm.com or www.parttimefarmer.com. That's called your domain. It's essentially your address. And ConvertKit gives you one for free. You'll see here it's already populated with your farm name and then it's a .ck.page. That's going to be your web address, and simply you'll copy that, put that anywhere, and anyone that puts that address up top will go to the page you're going to create. So it's essentially they're giving you a free website page to create.
That's cool. It's awesome. It's super awesome.
And then they're going to just ask you a bunch of questions. What kind of creator are you? What do you do? Or let's just say other, because we are a farmer. There we go. All right, what do you hope to achieve? And they're asking you this because it'll make it easier for them to offer you the things that you need. They offer, like I say, they're an email subscription service, but they do more than that. You know, they offer web pages. They offer the ability to create funnels, which is a series of emails that drive a customer to where you want them to go. They even have the ability on here to set up income earning things like tip jars and selling digital products. It's a lot you can do. So for our purposes, I think we want to grow our email list. We want our farm customers to know who we are. We want to get their emails so that we can then communicate with them about our farm, about the products that we have, about why we're doing what we're doing and why it's good for the planet and good for everyone. Basically just getting our story out there. We'll say grow our email list. And then final step, and this is fill in as many as you like. These answers are optional. So your website URL, they're asking you for a website here because they will actually try to sell you a domain if you want to buy it. Again, remember the domain is the little address that's up top here. They're giving you one here, but you may want a specific one like yourfarmname.com. And those you have to buy. Some of them are available, some of them are not. That's for another video. For the purposes of this, I wouldn't even worry about it. They're giving you a free one, so just go with that one. And then as you grow and get more into this, then you can decide if you want to get a personalized domain name or address or not. And then they've even got options here where you can link your social media to this. So we'll skip that part for now though. All right, and then they're going to get a video, welcome to ConvertKit. They're going to go over everything with you. And welcome to ConvertKit, Jason. And the first thing they're going to tell you to do is create a landing page. And again, this is essentially your website page. So we'll hit create our landing page, and they're basically going to tell you they've got templates you can already choose from. So basically designs that are already pre-made, you just pick the one you like and then you edit it to fit what you want. You can watch the video, very informative. I would encourage you to go step by step through this as you're setting yours up. We're going to skip the video obviously for time purposes. Create our landing page, and here are templates. What a template is just an already designed website essentially. You may notice first one here, and this is one I'm going to choose, is one that I actually use if you've signed up for my newsletter or seen some of my pop-ups on the website. It's called Abby, so we'll choose that one, but I'll scroll real quick. There are a number of them you can choose from. So you basically just find the design that you like. Don't worry about the words and stuff or the pictures because you can change all that. So they have a ton on here, but we're going to go with Abby. So we'll hit choose. Essentially, you can change everything here. This picture, if I just click on it, it brings up a box over here to the right, and I would replace this picture. Now, I don't have any images on here, but you would just upload an image from your computer. So I have obviously, I've downloaded a lot of pictures from my website, so we'll just go with the part-time farmer. So open that up, and it'll upload it, and bam, there, it put it. Now it's a little big, so you need to optimize your images. So what I would want to do is I use a program called Canva. Again, this is a whole nother video, but you can look it up, canva.com. They have the ability to create this logo right here. You see, I created it through Canva, and you can size it. So I'd make this a little bit smaller, obviously. But there, we have our picture. Now I'm looking in the background here, I see mountains and stuff. Maybe I want to put a farm picture there. So if I go up here, where the little edit pencil, and then right here, background, we can add another picture of a background. So let me just see if I got a farmy picture here. Sure, we got something here. Yep, here's some cows. So I hit open, and bam. Now you can see the background now has some cattle. You can use Canva, which will give you professional pictures if you want to use stock images. If you have photos that you've taken from your farm, you can use that. So now we've got our logo. We have got our background, which is our farm. And then you've got words here. So subscribe to our newsletter. I think that's fine. You could change that to join our community, follow us. You could change it basically to whatever you want to do. Just to show you here. Basically, I double click on it and I'll put join our community. There. And like I say, you can edit everything here. Just by double clicking, it highlights this whole area. This is where you'll put your farm message. You know, we're a small family farm, we raise organic vegetables, or we do pasture-raised animals. We want to provide the best product from our farm to your table. You know, you can come up with anything that promotes your farm, lets people know what you're doing, hopefully gets them interested in what you're doing so that they then sign up. You can see here there's an email sign up. We've got an email address and then a subscribe. I always add a first name, so if you hit the little plus button, again, it's going to bring a field up here. All your fields always show up over here to the right. Custom field, and it automatically puts up first name. And then now you can see we have an email address and a first name. And the reason I do that is because some of the emails that you'll send out through ConvertKit here are automated, and if the person puts in their first name, when you write an email, it'll automatically populate in their first name, and it just gives it a more personal touch. It's like you're actually talking to them by calling them by their first name. I always have the email address field and first name. They also have where you can add phone numbers and all that stuff. Don't do that because I feel like that scares people off.
This is only weird if you make it weird.
I think email and a first name is perfect. It's not too intrusive, and again, it makes your emails look much more personalized. And that's basically it. Now you can get as much in depth of this as you want. You can add more words. If I click here, you'll see these pluses that show up. I can add headings that would be more big words like titles. I can even, if I want to add a button right here, subscribe as well. I can change the colors of these buttons to whatever I want. And there you go. Now you've got a button. If you click on the button here, you'll see a URL. I would put in a website. So let's say I wanted them to click this button and go to my Instagram page. Then I would simply just open up my Instagram, get the address from up top here, put that right there in the URL, and then when they hit this button, it's going to take them right to Instagram. So there's a lot you can do with this. Again, it's just customizing it to fit, you know, how you want it and what you want it to do, and making it work for you. Now, we've got pretty much the template set. This is our website. Like the way it looks, there's a preview button here. So we'll preview it real quick, and this is what it will look like online. It would be your logo, your farm, your email, join our community. And again, these words right here, I'd have just something persuasive, just saying why someone should join or follow us. So that's your preview, if you want to get a look at what it looks like. And then we go into the settings here. This is important. Starts out with general, show a success message. So what we want is when someone does sign up for this email, they put their name, email, and subscribe, we want them to know that, oh, okay, hey, we got your subscription. So this is the message they'll get, success. Now check your email to confirm your subscription. This is important. You want people to check their emails and confirm because you want to get your customers in the habit of checking their emails. This is how you're going to communicate with them. You could have this set up where it just redirects here to another page. If you have another website, you could make a thank you page. But I always do show a success message and get a confirmation email because, again, you want to encourage your customers to check your emails. This is one way to get that started. And then domain name, your farm name at ck.page. Again, whatever you put in here, that's going to be your domain. That's the address up top. And then you can even set up incentives. They're going to get a welcome email right here, and you can edit that email right here, edit email comment. So once they subscribe to your newsletter, this is what they're going to get. Thanks for signing up. Click on the link below to confirm your description, and you'll be on your way. Confirm your subscription. It's good to have you. Now you can make this as long. You can add more buttons to this. Stay tuned for more, and check out our Instagram. And then here I do /B for button, and I could create a button that says Instagram. And then I don't like the color, don't want black, so let's change it to blue like the rest. Again, you're doing all this over here on the right. Let me move my little picture here. We could left align it, so now that they all line up there, so now we got confirm your subscription and stay tuned for more. Go to Instagram. So you can put what's called call to actions. You can add buttons here, and it's super simple. You can put anything you want here. And again, this is your first communication through email to your customers. So it's really important that you make it personal, make it like you're very appreciative of them taking the time to sign up for your email list. Now you have a way to communicate with them whenever you want. You want to sell a product, you want to talk about a new product you're selling on your farm. And on a side note, just a tip with that real quick, don't always sell with your email. About 1 in every 3 to 4 emails we sell. Now I may have subtle sells like within a story or something, but you want to offer value. They gave you their emails and they're willing to give you their time to read what you're going to write. You need to make it valuable to them. So offer recipes, offer education about why grass-fed beef is better or why organic vegetables are better. Offer why what you're doing is helpful to the planet, and by them supporting you, you're helping in that effort. Offer community resources or websites that may be helpful to them. Always try to provide them with value. That way that will build trust with them. And then when you do go to make your ask, hey, we've got this for sale. They've already been following you. They're into what you're doing, and you've built that trust with them. We'll save that guy, get out of there. And that's all you really have to worry about here. You can get into advanced and all this stuff. You don't really have SEO and stuff. You don't really have to worry about any of that. And now you're pretty much set. When you're ready, there's a save and a publish here. So I hit save. There, we've saved our whole landing page. Might want to give it a name here. So I would call this your farm name. And since this is the website, essentially, we'll just say homepage. All right, we'll call it that. We'll hit save, and then we hit publish. And now that we've published, right here, it's going to give you can share on Facebook, you can share on X, but they're going to give you a domain right here. This is your website, essentially. And you copy it. And now, if we are to go up here and just paste that into the address, boom, there's your website. All set up, your logo, it looks very professional. And again, it's free. This hasn't costed you a thing. Now, as you progress, that you can buy websites. We actually have a service called Homegrown Hosting that we offer. We design WordPress websites for farms, and that includes stores and a whole lot more detail. But getting started, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and this is the best way to go. It's free. It lets you test the waters. It lets you start building your email list, and to do all that for free is pretty amazing. That's why I like ConvertKit, and again, that's why I'm recommending them to you here. Again, not sponsored. They're just an awesome product, and they really provide a service that is super valuable if you're a starting farmer or even a seasoned farmer and just trying to get your story, your farm online. So again, this is just the beginning. If you're trying to grow your farm, this is the way to do it. Cost you nothing, like I say, a little bit of time, so you really can't lose. And then down the road, as you play with this, you can make it prettier. You can, honestly, when I started doing this, you can spend hours, making this stuff look good and making it do different things. It's pretty amazing. And so spend some time with it and make it yours. Make it what you want it to be. If you have problems, obviously feel free to contact us. I've got contact information on here. Be glad to give you some pointers, as well as obviously you can contact ConvertKit. They have great customer service and they'll help you with whatever you need. All right, and if I told you stay to the end, I've got one more bonus for you that I think will really help you, especially now that you get this set up. And that's, we've created a free guide that uses AI to create your social media messages, to help you write your newsletters now that you have an email list, and also to help you come up with product descriptions for your product. If you're selling vegetables or meat, you want to have a nice product description, and this guide will help you do that. Essentially, all you have to do is sign up for our email list. I hope you've gotten value out of this. I do an email every 1 to 2 weeks where I offer tips and things just like this to help small farmers get ahead, find stuff for free, and grow their farm business in ways that we've grown our farm business that we have found that work. Again, this is a free guide. You sign up for our newsletter and you'll get this guide. Got basically all what ChatGPT is. Goes through how to craft posts, social media posts, how to create a newsletter, and product descriptions. And again, this is all free. It's just for signing. It's a thank you for signing up for the newsletter. And again, if you got value out of this video, I think you'll find the newsletters just as valuable, in that we talk about how to grow your farm, how to be more profitable on your farm. So check it out. If you don't like it, obviously you can unsubscribe at any time. And if you've liked this video, I hope you found some value. Give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more on how to grow your farm, how to be more profitable using AI, check out this video over here.